He also protected himself against anyone getting too close while he waited to see if he was going to become mentally ill as well. At 35, he was now pretty sure he was safe from that. And, after all this time, his independent and aloof behavior was accepted by his brother and sisters. It was easy to remain unattached to the military. He had friends whose company he enjoyed, but there were very few with whom he had really bonded, and their bond was one of military brothers. He would join the guys for a few beers, as he was regularly included in social events, parties, outings to the lake, ski trips, whatever his group was doing. And he was called, Dakota the Bachelor. There were women, of course. Dakota loved women. He just wasn't the type to make long-term commitments to anyone, especially girlfriends. Even if he was with a certain woman for a while, he wasn't exactly coupled. Well, there was one, but it had been so brief and had ended so tragically, it reminded him that it was better not to get too involved. He wasn't the marrying kind. He was better off on his own. He was never lonely, never bored. The way he played it, he didn't have to explain where he came from, how he grew up, how bizarre his family was. In 17 years in the Army, he had never met a guy who grew up like him. Essentially homeless, raised in a bus by a couple of wackos. But recently, something had changed for him. It was slow, subtle. Cal lost his wife, and then, 2 years later, remarried. Maggie, a neurosurgeon of all things, was awesome. Now they had a baby, were a family. Cal had never shied from commitment, as if very confident he'd be a better family man than his father was. Their little sister had joined Cal in Timberlake and was also settling down. Sierra had hooked up with a firefighter, a fantastic guy. Connie, short for Conrad, was smart, physical, loyal, the kind of guy he admired. Dakota knew in 5 minutes that Connie had integrity. And watching the way Sierra was with him almost made Dakota long for something like that. Sedona had been married since right after college, had a couple of kids, was, by all accounts, living a normal life. So far, none of them had decided to live in a bus like their parents had. Little by little, it had begun to tease his mind that possibly he could have a normal adult life. Maybe he could actually have friends and family and not have to protect himself from being himself. But he was damn sure taking it slow. Cal called everyone. Sierra and Connie came straight over with their golden retriever Molly. Maggie's father, Sully, came after he'd closed up the general store at his campground, Sullivan's Crossing. Maggie arrived with the baby and walked into a party atmosphere. Since Dakota's arrival was unannounced and Cal wasn't prepared, everyone brought something to the table. Sierra had a platter of chicken breasts swimming in barbecue sauce and a big 7-layer salad. Connie brought beer and some of the cold green tea Sierra favored. Sully brought some broccoli sealed in a foil with garlic, olive oil, onions, mushrooms, and pepperoncinis. They put it on the grill with the chicken. Cal supplied baked potatoes. "How long are you staying?" Sierra wanted to know. "I don't know," Dakota said. "I've been using the last few months to explore." "Unfortunately, ain't nothing to explore around here," Sully said. "Oh, Cody," Sierra said, using his nickname from when they were kids. "Don't listen to Sully." "I think I got my brain back hiking around here. Cal did the CDT for a month." Dakota raised his eyebrows. "Did I know that?" he asked. "I can't remember, but yes, I took the Continental Divide Trail north from Sully's place. I walked and camped for about 2.5 weeks, then turned around and came back." "Because I was here," Maggie said with a smile and lift of her chin. "And he wanted me. Bad." "I wish I could do that," Connie said. "Longest I've been out there is 4 days. Sierra, we gotta do that. Go out there for a couple of months." "I don't know," she said. "I'm so addicted to daily showers." I have to decide where I'm going to stop exploring, Dakota said.